Hey guys, what is up? Ioki here on the PBE showing you the new reworked Rakan. Guys, today we is going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm usually in the beginning of my videos very excited to show you guys the new stuff that's coming out, new skins, new builds, new strategies, things like that. I am very much on the fence about this one. I'm not sure that I'm excited about or really happy about the changes that are happening. So guys, Rakan is being reworked with a focus on his ultimate. So Rakan is let me go ahead and just preface this by saying it sounds really, really fun and good at first. But listen to the whole thing. So Rakan's ultimate is being changed where it's getting all these nice changes where it's going to be the duration of the charm is increased by a half second, which is actually a significant amount of time in terms of CC. So half second at all levels for his charm. The movement speed on his ultimate is increased from 50% to 100%. So all kinds of upgrades and goodies to his ultimate. The movement speed bonus also resets every time you hit a person with his ult. So you can run through Leona with your ult and then run through Kaisa, and both of them are going to give him the enhanced bonus speed boost that you get. So all that sounds really, really great and exciting, right? You know, a really nice way to bring Rakan back into the meta, make him fun and fast again after his 9.2 nerfs. Well, there is one gigantic, huge, important mind-boggling caveat, and that is that now Rakan can no longer use his E or his W during his ultimate. He can just run. He can't dash at all. He is no longer mobile. He can't RW, which is like basically his bread and butter. It's what, is basically the identity of that champion is that you alt W and then you have really good engages, right? Well, you can't do that anymore. So they are putting a lot more power, and I mean a lot. If I'm being honest, they are pretty significant buffs to his ult. They're putting a lot more power into his ultimate and basically just removing the ability to RW or RE. So my initial thoughts on this is that it is probably not going to feel like Rakan at first. It's going to be a very different sort of gameplay loop where you're maybe like flash Ring or flash, Ring in and flashing across a bunch of people. And then maybe Eing out after it, and hopefully you haven't died during that. We're going to be finding out at level 6 how it feels. I'm going to 100% try to go in with an open mind. There's no point in making a video like this if I'm just going to be, grumpy about it and not give it a chance. So we are going to be giving it a chance and seeing how it feels. My initial thoughts, guys, as a high elo player and as someone who just straight up loves Rakan. Like seriously, Rakan was like my favorite champion, top 3 champions before they nerfed him in 9.2. As a higher elo player and someone who loves Rakan, I don't think this is going to work. I think that this might actually be the worst rework of all time. But guys, I went on the PBE because I talked to my stream community and I was like, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to be open-minded about this. But I don't think I'm going to like it. So guys, without further ado, I'm just going to play the game out as normal, and then at level 6, we will see how the reworked Rakan feels. Implications that I think this has is that Rakan has always been someone that you can build very, very versatile. Build things like Redemption. That is out the window. You have to build full tank. Because think about it, guys. When you ult in, you are 100% putting yourself in danger. And Rakan has always been a champion who has like kind of defined himself over like being able to hard engage and get out. Like that's like the whole purpose of him. You can't get out anymore. You have to basically assume that you are hard engaging and staying in there. So you're going to be playing less like a Rakan and more like a Leona or Alistar, where you basically just have to build tanky and assume that you're going to be in the fight until the fight ends one way or the other. Now, whether or not it'll be like that when we hit level 6, who knows? But as you can see, my runes, I did build anticipating playing with this new style. I've got Aftershock, Demolish, Bone Plating, Revitalize, Mana Flow, Absolute Focus. I do think Aftershock is 100% without a doubt going to be the way to go if this ships. There's a lot of discussion going on the Reddit forums, on Twitter, and hopefully in the comment section of this YouTube video. So guys, let Riot know what you think about this rework. Let them know. Be sure to put your input about this change once you see it down in the comment section, because I will be reading every single comment. I'll be responding to every comment, and I know that Riot is reading a lot of feedback. They're talking to people on Twitter, talking to people on Reddit. I've had a rioter in my stream discuss it. They're looking for feedback, and this isn't like a 100% thing that's shipping. So if we don't tell them how we feel about it, how are they going to know? So we are one level away, guys. We are one level away from seeing the reworked Rakan level 6. But yeah, I was reading through Twitter, and a rioter by the name of Blake Smith had the unfortunate job of announcing this, and he is just getting grilled on Twitter. I mean, zero positive comments. So I figured I would do my part as a community figure and try it out on the PBE before, I tell him my thoughts on it. At least give it a chance. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Mr. Yi. We might be able to turn this, though. Alright, yeah, I need my ulti. But yeah, man, this poor Blake Smith guy was, I don't know if he's like the gameplay designer that designed these changes or implemented them, but he had the unfortunate job of announcing them on Twitter, and all of the Rakan mains are just going nuts. I mean, it's the front page post on League of Legends subreddit. Every single response to his tweet announcing the changes are just in the stinker. So I figured I would do my part, actually try them out before I give my thoughts on them. So that is why this video was created, guys. I'm trying them out. We're going to try them out together, see if they're as bad as everyone feels they're going to be. Alright, I gotta remember, I can't RW. It's R, and that's it. So we might be looking at something like trying to engage with W and then Ring, because that would actually be an extended amount of CC. Oh my god. This feels so weird. Look, I can't RW. Until the R is complete, you cannot W. It actually says that it's 0 seconds, but as we knew that they're off cooldown, I just couldn't use them. So very, very strange feeling. It doesn't feel like Rakan at all. It's fun. The increased movement speed is fun, and I'm sure it will be fun in team fights, but it's more fun in like a gimmicky way. It's fun in the same sense that like playing Singed support is fun, or building full movement speed on Blitzcrank is fun. It's fun in like a gimmicky way. They truly have just like completely chopped off the legs and the identity of Rakan by making these changes. So after one use of the ultimate, I will be honest, I'm not a fan, but I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to keep with an open mind and see if it works a little bit better in team fights. Well, what I was saying earlier, guys, is we might be looking at something like a flash W, let the knockout play out, and then R someone. That might be his new bread and butter combo. Yeah, I don't know. From one use only, I can tell you this, guys, it doesn't feel very good. I wish I had, more exciting or better news for all those Rakan lovers out there, but after playing it, I've seen better. Ooh, that's juicy. That is juicy. Master Yi! Alright, cool. Gonna ulti up in 5 seconds. I guess when my ulti's up, I'll just literally run at her. So they are putting a lot of power into the R, and it's noticeable even straight from level 1. The charm duration goes up from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds as you level it. Yeah, okay, so right there is kind of a picture-perfect example of why not being able to E during your R just feels terrible. I R'd to Kaisa, I charmed her, and then I was stunned by Udyr, and I was just standing in place. I couldn't E to Corki, my teammate, thus stunning the Kaisa. There was just no fluidity. It truly just felt terrible there. And I think that they're going to have to add some sort of like CC immunity if this is going to ever work out in this and this addition of his ultimate. This reworked Rakan, I'm telling you now, guys, it doesn't feel good. But again, we're gonna play the game out, see if we can find some sort of silver lining. But yeah, that right there, that would have been like a perfect Rakan play, and a perfect example of why Rakan is fun to play, because he's a fluid, flashy playmaker. He zips around the battlefield, and that was not what happened there. What happened there was I went really fast for like a second and a half, and then I got stunned and I stood still and died. Sorry, buddy. Can't save you. Yeah, man, it's just really sad what's happened to Rakan. And for those who are not in the know, in patch 9.2, they severely nerfed Rakan's W speed. It was actually much slower than this. For those that didn't know what it used to look like, you should look up like old Rakan gameplay, because it used to be like so much faster. But his W speed was deemed too reliable for pro play. So if you RW'd in pro play, it was just like basically no counterplay is what they were saying. Alright, see, it is fun to be able to run fast like that, but I think I'm gonna die. RIP! It is fun to be able to run fast like that. The movement speed alone, though, doesn't make up for like the fluidity of being able to E to someone, W, E to another person. It's just not the same type of fun. It doesn't feel like Rakan. And I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record for this the entirety of this video, but I mean, I love Rakan, dude. I just miss Rakan. And while I'm glad that they're trying out different changes and reworks like this, I just miss the old Rakan, man. It makes me really sad. But I'm gonna play it out, boys. We're gonna soldier through it. Continue to give our unbiased thoughts on the Rakan rework. I do think this form of his rework is significantly worse than the version of Rakan that we have on live, which at the moment isn't good at all, by the way. He's already a severely kind of in the gutter champion. He's got like a 46% win rate in most elos. Yeah, he's not great. He is being played in pro play, but that's kind of always been the flaw with Rakan, is that he's very difficult to balance for solo queue and pro play. But yeah, I stopped playing him when he received his 9.2 nerfs. This slow W, it's just not fun for me. Regardless of if it's good, which it isn't, it's not fun, which is more important to me. Yeah, okay, so another thing is, oh man. Oh my gosh, wow, I lived with 1 HP. Another thing is, when you're against one person, it's actually like a pretty significant nerf, because you only get the one movement speed, and then like you can't willingly cancel your own ultimate, so you are kind of just stuck waiting for the ultimate to end to use the rest of your kit, things like your W. So like in a one champion scenario like we were with that Corki and I versus that Aatrox, I ulted him and that was good and dandy, but I couldn't do anything else. I just had to wait for my ultimate to end to use the rest of my kit. It just feels really bad. Like, imagine if that happened to any other champion. Like, imagine if when Sivir ulted, she couldn't auto attack until her ult ended. Like, yeah, it would still be usable because like it's a good ultimate, but it wouldn't feel like Sivir, you know? That's kind of what they've done to Rakan. The rest of my team kind of wants to give up. I don't really feel like playing this out, honestly, because I'm not having fun with this new Rakan. So I'm going to continue to ramble a little bit about the new Rakan, and we'll let this go to post game. I think my team's actually flaming on PBE, which is insane. But guys, remember to leave your feedback down in the comments. I will be reading and responding to every single comment that I can. And more importantly, remember to give Riot your feedback. Go on Twitter, go to the Reddit boards, go to the Rakan Mains subreddit. And let your voice be heard if you are a Rakan player, um, and let them know that this change is kind of a stinker. I understand that it's experimental, and they're trying to make Rakan fun and find a good balance between pro play and solo queue. If he's too strong in pro play, he's too weak in solo queue. If he's too strong in solo queue, he's way too strong in pro play. I understand it's a tough balance to create, but I don't think this is the way to approach it. I don't think that taking away like what is basically his bread and butter combo and what people think of when they think of Rakan, whether they love him or they hate him, when people think of Rakan, they think of him zipping around and doing flash RW combos. It's what made us fall in love with the champion, and it's what's really fun about the champion. So please, please, please don't ship this. I'm throwing in my voice along with the rest of the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are telling you this is a bad idea. Scrap this. Never bring this up again. The ult is fun. It's a decent buff to his ultimate, but it's not nearly enough for the absolute gutting that you did to his combo. And guys, remember when you're giving feedback on this video, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. So don't be leaving like me hateful comments because I didn't do anything. I'm just showing you guys what they've done to our poor baby bird boy. But that being said, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I wanted to cover. If this, in the nightmare situation that this does ship through, definitely need to be building tanky because you don't have basically any survival tools as Rakan anymore. You can if you're alting, you're in there for good. You've got no mobility. So build tanky. Probably want to be shifting towards a Guardian, if not straight up Aftershock, every single game for Rakan. I think this will totally kill Airy. Is there anything else? Yeah, just overall, I gave it a shot. I don't like it. Please keep working on Rakan because I don't want him to stay the way that he is, but definitely not this. Right, if you happen to be watching this for some reason. But guys, take it easy. Rakan mains, keep praying, I guess. Keep hoping that a good change is coming. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Take it easy. Peace.